Yes, yes, yes. Burton Outdoors, currently outdoors again with these two Herberts. Marc, MDM Outdoor Adventures, and the Mr. Tim Bourne from Bourne Outside.
Good day.
So we're here in a pine woodland somewhere in the south of England, that's all I will say. Tonight, Matthew, I'll be mainly using my one wind hammock and my new one wind underblanket. So you might get to see me set that up on a time lapse probably, because it's going to take me ages, because it's all new to me. Apart from I have used the one wind hammock once before, but I didn't do a very good setup of that, and Timmy had to help me. So I've also got a new tripod which isn't very high, so like a tripod selfie stick thing which is lighter and probably make me less prone to breaking it, like I keep breaking all the others. So anyway, here we go.
God is a DJ. For tonight, God is a DJ.
Right, there you are then. It took far too seriously long enough by half to actually get set up. Marc and Tim thankfully helped me with the underblanket. I'm crap at hammocking. I'm not scared to admit it. I'm no expert at all whatsoever. I still have a love-hate relationship with hammocks. Still haven't dialed it in properly. Still feels a little bit tight. Not a fan of the mesh hanging around my face, but I think that's because they're designed to pull out the sides, which I might do actually. One, to stop the swinging, and two, to pull the sides out a bit so the mesh is a bit tighter. That's why it always looks saggy. So there you go. Looks alright though, decentish setup. Bushcraft wankers.
Yes. Well, we don't want to set the woodland on fire.
I wouldn't be on all fours if I was you with Tim about, mate. Look, he's creeping up on you.
Yeah, keep bending over like that, you get a new helmet.
It's just, I'm not being a cock tease.
Lol. Here we have Tim's setup. He's also in the one wind with the one wind blanket, same as me. Don't think he's put his stuff in the X, it doesn't look very puffed out. But he's gone for a saggy tarp. Saggy in the middle, like his gonads. Yeah. Not bad little setup. And then you have Marc's, he's in the gear top bivvy. He likes this, never had any problems with it apparently. Leakage wise, I think gear top got a bit of a slating. I quite like it, I like the fact it's got a lot of headroom. Max headroom. That's why I hated my Dutch Army hoop bivvy. It's just, it was so claustrophobic, it was untrue, especially if you've got a thick air mat in there. But yeah, I quite like that. And he's never had any issues with leakage, so, and he's had it out in some quite torrential rain, I believe. Yeah, may invest. I like a simple bivvy setup. I mean, he put that up in literally a couple of minutes, not even that. Whereas my setup, I stopped so many times, probably took me, I don't know, an hour, maybe. So I was pissing around with the... Actually, my foot end looks exceedingly high. Might have to drop that a little bit. Yeah, I was just pissing around with it for ages, but There you go. Shout out my boy. Ash Outdoors UK. Gonna need a new one soon. Look, it's wearing out, that print. You want to start getting some embroidered ones, Ash. You're all fading away, you bloody Liam Gallagher looking thing. And after all, you're my wonderwall. This new tripod-y thing I've got is pretty pants. So Paul, from Paul's Bushcraft, hiking and camping. That's not a fucking mouthful at all, is it, Paul? Let's be fair. Just call it Paul's hiking, Paul's camping. Ask me what knife I use at the moment, a folder. This is my folder, which is a Ganzo Firebird something or other number. I can't remember what it is. I'll put it up on the link here. Folder, locker, thumb stud, flipper with a lock on the back here. That is my favourite knife at the moment. Extremely sharp. Already cut myself with it once. Hope that satisfied your curiosity, Paul. Curiosity killed the cat. I can kill lots of them. Goodbye. Right, what I've done is actually tie up the sides to some shock cord, which I had anyway, but I think it comes with shock cord, because I think that's the way they're supposed to be, is pulled out a little bit and then it tightens the mesh so it's not in your face so much. So I'm not sure. I think I've done this one probably too tight to the ground, but we shall see later. And if it is too tight, when I get in it, it should just drop it down a bit and still pull it away from my face, hopefully. We'll give it a go. No need to apologise, Mr. Tim. What were you talking about? Your sausage?
Yeah. Yeah, my sausage in a tin. Oh no, I've got kielbasa, haven't I?
Kielbasa, is that Polish?
Polish, yeah, to go with the toasty.
You're on like a Polish
This
mission this weekend.
Yeah, weekend with Poland.
But he was also saying how he really loves to put sausage in his mouth.
Oh, he loves a bit of sausage.
He loves it when all them warm juices burst into his mouth.
Yeah, when the skin splits.
Cut.
No,
3, 2, 1. Right, we've been joined by Trevor. I don't think he likes being filmed, so I won't show him much, if at all. But he's just turned up, knocked this up real quick, like not even 5 minutes. He's got a new tarp, which is a Rab seal nylon tarp. Really nice, actually. I like it. Nice colour. I think he said it was about 90 quid. He got it from some website, which seems cheap to me for a Rab tarp. But I think it's, did he say 20D nylon? It's ripstop. Cool though, really light. I've forgotten what size he said now. I think he said 2.8 by 2.9. Weird size, but probably wouldn't fit my hammock. But he's got just a cheapy hammock, he said, in there, which looks sort of DD length, DD shit line length. But yeah, I like that. Nice. Might even get myself one of those because it's blends in well, that colour. Like it. Anyway, come back to you later. So yeah, here we go. Look at that. It's going in. Looks tiny, but it's actually not bad. Just tiny buns. Buns. Burton Outdoors, currently sheltering from the rain with Mr. Timothy Bourne outside. Hello. And over there yonder is Marc in his tent doing some filming, which he probably hates me for now. And down there, where am I pointing there, is Trevor, because it just started raining. Lovely. Hear it? Yeah, so not only is it raining, I actually kicked my beer over and lost half of it. Lemonade days. Yep. I'm actually warm and dry. No. Morning, beautiful human beings. How are you this morning? I actually got 6.5 hours sleep in my hammock. 6.5 hours. So I actually woke up at 5. Well, properly awake, went to bed at 1. Properly awake at 5. Thought, oh, I'll get up in a minute. Had a wee. And then just drifted off back to sleep till 8. So that was pretty good. But yeah, good time last night, good laugh. Yeah, so it was a really good night last night. Really good laugh. Actually went to bed early for me for a change. But I think the weather was going to turn a bit and we were running out of, well, not running out of wood because there's plenty of wood, but it was running a bit low and it was pointless stoking it up, really, just to get another hour. And there you go. Oh, and the shock cord tie-ups I did on the hammock worked. It pulled the side out. I think they're supposed to be like that, and that's why it's the mesh is a bit loose when you zip it up without pulling the sides out. But it made it a bit wider and less tight on your shoulders. So if you've got a one wind or you're getting a one wind, I recommend putting the bungee cord at least on your head end and just pulling out the shoulder bits, because you don't really need it on your feet or in the middle. Just the shoulder bits was fine. Yeah, there you go. Look at my fat face. Look at my fat face. Look at my fat face.
Nothing wrong with coming out. We'll do it in the end.
Oh, too old for this shit.
Mm.
Too old for this, Louie. Too old. Climbing around on the floor.
Dicking slider.
Do you like a dick insider?
I like the inches. I like having inches in inches cider.
Hmm.
My wife likes inches cider. Right.
You're only 2 inches.
2 inches.
Right, that's it, chaps. We're on the go now. Thanks very much, Mark. Nice to see you again. Thanks very much, Trevor, in the distance there. And thanks very much to Mr. Tim Bourne outside. Look at my fat face. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Usual stuff, but don't subscribe, don't like. Thanks very much. Goodbye. You might get me to set that. See, 3, 2, 1. That's why it always looks saggy. Like my bollocks. 3, 2, 1. Right, so Paul from Paul's Bushcraft Hiking and Hike. Fuck off. 3, 2, 1. So,
You dirty boy.
what do you think about him wanking?
I want to go over and get a mouthful.
Oh. 6.5 hours. It would have been 7, but I actually woke up at 5. Can't. Huh? Wankers. 3, 2, 1. Good time last night, good laugh. And I'm not going. Do you need to see my hammock setup anymore? No, you don't. Fuck that. I've already shown you it. I've already shown you it. Cut that. 3, 2, 1.
This is my church. This is where I heal my hurts. It's in the world I've become.